What's happening, everybody? We are back for another episode of the Before the Bell podcast. I'm one of your three hosts, resident supervillain, the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington. Man, I missed y'all. I know I was gone last week, and we didn't do the week after that. Well, you know when I was gone, but miss y'all, man. We are back again. I'm here with the co-host. Now, one of my regular co-hosts is here. He is main event, CT.
And you do know that. Yeet!
I regret that introduction so much.
Good.
All right. And Martin Morrow is currently away being fed to an alligator in Florida.
That's crazy. He's making that bread, that guapo.
Yeah, he's getting paid all in Peruvian coin.
You know what's crazy, man? I can't sit there and let you do this because when you were gone, we put you over.
Nah, he's actually Martin's. I think he's doing a festival.
He's been doing nothing but festivals.
I think he's doing a festival right now in Florida though.
Yeah.
So Martin Morrow's out. That's why he's gone this week. Martin's been working. He's gonna be on the road a lot coming up. You know. So shouts out to homie Martin Morrow. But we are not without a dope third today. We have an amazing wrestling content creator. You seen it on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, even CM Punk's Instagram story. And I'll tell you why I say his name like that. CT knows how I feel. But y'all know it for Instagram. Mini Portable, how are you?
Mini Portable.
How are you?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Hey.
Yo, I'm really close to buying the No Yeet shirt just because of how dope it looks. Just to go, no Yeet.
No, what a party pooper. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Welcome to Before the Bell. Appreciate you coming through. Look, we miss Martin, but I think you make a way better replacement for Martin.
Way better to look at.
Way better to look at for sure.
Way better to look at.
Martin finna come in here with a whole wig. Whole wig.
It's gonna be to me a snuck.
They're gonna be Raquel Rodriguez with his
He
back
gonna
out. His back out and everything.
I hate it here already.
We gotta talk
real quick. Let's do some catch up.
We gotta talk. We gotta go back from the press conference because we took a week off because of Super Bowl.
Yeah, which made sense. I mean,
had to. Shout out to Usher Bowl. Anyway, when you see that press conference, I love how they start off. First of all, Bianca Belair being a part of the press conference and them not giving her direction made me feel as though it might be a triple threat for the
women's world.
No,
nah,
I
bro.
disagree. No, Bianca was there to basically promote love in WWE.
Bingo.
That's pretty much why she was
Bingo.
there. Bailey should have been there, but I think Bailey would have been overshadowed by everything that happened with The Rock, Cody, and Seth Rollins, and all of that. I think Bailey would have been overshadowed
because you don't even really care that Becky and Rhea were having a moment.
I disagree. They had a great.
Moment, but it's overshadowed.
No, I think that's why they did the show the way they did it. Like it was a build
I slightly agree. The one-liner where Becky told Rhea, "Oh, now it's your time to be a bottom." That's the one line. That's the one line that a lot of people remember.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is talking about what happened with The Rock because we got heel Rock.
Because the show we got heel Rock. It's okay. In order. Let's go back to Bianca for a second. Yes. Love in WWE. Friends of the show. Shout out to Bianca.
Great show. Have you watched it all?
I finished it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
It's incredible.
I'm on episode 4.
You over episode what, 4?
4, yes.
To know the story already, because it follows them from last year's Mania, but to watch the in-between, the regular life of those two is so captivating because it's like, unless you know WWE superstars, AEW superstars, and Impact TNA superstars, to know what pro wrestlers go through and try to have a regular life. That was such an insight in a way I don't think Total Divas has ever done.
No, it was focused on them. And what I loved is I was able to get an inside look into how they see themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw this, and I've been a Montez guy since day one, and I saw the chamber, and I'm like, great, now we could get more attention on this because he should have a singles career, and seeing how he feels about it, and then wondering why the company hasn't pulled the trigger. And the question of the week goes to a young man that asked the question to me. It said, how would you get Montez over by Torian Jones 5079? The way to get Montez over is to turn on Bobby Lashley and Angelo Dawkins. He has to turn full heel.
Now, here's the problem with here's why I like what you said.
What do you want?
But here's my problem with it.
Give me your problem.
Yeah.
You are the same person who has been telling me for weeks he did not need to turn on Angelo for his push.
Yeah.
Now you are pro turning on Angelo for this push.
Yep.
Explain to me and the people.
I hate your memory. That's number one. Your memory's out of control.
Because he was so adamant. He was like, no, they don't have to break up. They ain't got to do nothing. He could do his thing, and Angelo can be his ride or die, and they could go there. He was so adamant about it. And now, that Homer Simpson in the bush. Homer Simpson in the bushes look real quick to camera.
You have the memory of a single black mother.
That's crazy.
And then you said
what you're saying.
Because you went to the school and you thought I wasn't gonna find out.
You didn't think I knew you was wearing the black socks when I told you to put on them white ones.
She told me to put them white ones on. So he has to turn because at this part of the story, I look at Bobby Lashley as Farouk. Okay. I look at Angelo
exactly where you're going as The Rock.
As D-Lo. And I look at Montez
as The Rock.
Yeah.
And it's a situation where it's like, all right, now it's time for him to shoot to the moon because we know he has it. And the feud between he and Bobby Lashley, if written correctly, could build and be crazy for SummerSlam.
But we could do a feud between Montez and Lashley.
Yes.
But Dawkins can still sort of be on his side.
Yes.
I know the point is Montez to have a solo career. I get that. I don't think he necessarily should betray Dawkins. If you want him to be full heel, I don't think he's going to be as over full heel
as
he is babyface. Yes.
Here's the thing.
Montez Ford can never be full because he's too
likable. He's too likable.
You will never get him over as a full heel.
That's a lie. You will get him over as a heel because what do people hate more than anything? People hate people who lack humility. And if he approaches the heel character as if he's better than everybody, and he literally is better than a lot of people, he can get over a lot faster. And by the time he does the face switch, they'll be all over it. Just like when Dom turns face, we're going to be like, yeah!
I don't ever want that man to turn Dom. I don't want him to turn Dom ever.
Yeah.
I mean face.
Here's why I kind of disagree because you said quickly.
Yep.
I don't think you can do a Montez Ford heel swap by SummerSlam. That is something that has to build.
You think that but in coming out of going into Royal Rumble, we didn't think that we would have heel Rock, did we?
Yeah, but you can't do that. And I'm going to tell you why you cannot do this.
I want to hear it.
You got to remember an injury and a scandal have shifted everything.
Not so much as the scandal, but the injury, yes.
No. Are we talking about Cody Crybabies and like the outcry, the backlash?
Yeah. So
that definitely changed.
Yeah, it's
all no. I'm talking
Punk's
about
injury number one.
That's number one.
Yes.
And in the scandal itself, because now you had to do something to really shift this focus. Remember the Raw. I will never remember the Raw in San Diego. Where should The Rock sit? They dropped that for you to say, we might do this, right?
That was before any scandal.
No. So here's why I bring that up. Go to the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Who was supposed to win the Rumble? CM Punk was.
Yes, we know this.
Right. So Cody was not in that picture.
I'm not talking about the picture. We're talking about the two things that have shaped things.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. Cody wasn't in that picture, right?
Yeah.
So Rock and Roman was a for sure possibility.
Right.
That was a for sure, like, we're going to get to this point somewhere. We're going to hit this WrestleMania. We're going to do this. You get Punk's injury, him calling it in the Rumble, give it to Cody. Now, all right, cool. We got this Rock thing. Where's this Rock thing floating? Are they going to do it this year? They're going to do it next year? Cody says, I know somebody who know you better. Wait, what? We just get it, and we get an interest. We don't get no announcements, whatever. Now at the press conference, all of a sudden, it switches. Because why? The scandal has come out. Everything is coming out. So now we got to flip the script real quick. Rock can't face Roman. We need to shift this real fast. So what you're going to do is, because this is what I think, we're playing the long game in general. We're playing the long game to Rock Roman next year, no matter what.
It's Triple H, yeah.
Because Rock's promo on SmackDown told you everything.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Number one, I agree with a lot of the things that you said, but the way that you got to them, I disagree. Because the scandal had no effect in this. It all stems from Punk's injury that got them into the situation. It was always going to be Rock versus Roman. The problem was, because of that injury, Cody wins. Now everybody's like, yeah, we don't have to wait till Survivor Series. We get it now, right? So now with that, Rock is listening to the people, and Rock is like, damn. I can't go into this as a face because people are going to think that I want the title and they're going to boo and we're going to lose money. Let's find out how to do this. And when I saw The Rock point at that family tree, I said, thank God he's still the people's champ because he's listening. He knows that we don't want to see that. We want to see Cody involved. And they booed that family tree so loudly that he's like you see him sitting there for a second. He's like, oh, we really booing The Rock, huh? In 2024?
Yep.
Hey, I'm booing you, boy.
They
huh?
booed that man on SmackDown in 2024.
They booed him on NXT when the package came out.
Yes,
they
they did.
bullied him.
And he's that's better than I can say about when Batista came back.
Ooh.
Okay, Batista.
And Batista.
No, but the difference is that Batista came in for a second round or like a second run. I mean, so that's the difference. I think Rock needed to be heel Rock for a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're transitioning into this conversation, but
Just
him.
let it go.
All right, but him showing up with the Versace cut-up vest, the $500 shirt with the
sleeves off,
with the low rock talk, you know his heel corporate Hollywood rock talk. That was cool. I really wanted Triple H to come out because back then when he brought in the $800 shirt and telling Triple H, "I'm gonna stick the $600 shoe up your ass."
Yep. No,
you say that part.
Okay. Up your ass. I thought him bringing that back, if Triple H was in that ring, that would have been nostalgic for all like the old school wrestling
everybody.
fans.
Here's why I think I was telling. So we have a Before the Bell group chat, and I'm in there texting the whole time. I was like, "The Versace is back.
Yeah.
The Versace is back."
I had to mute the chat because
I thought you was watching it though. With one time you were actually watching it with, so that's why I thought you were still watching it.
They gave me the site, and usually I could watch the East Coast time. But I couldn't on Friday. So I was like, I gotta wait till 8 o'clock. So I had to send y'all into the general and mute you because I'm like, Jay's about to give me all the beans.
So here's the thing. As we all know, watching this, you can tell I said this in our group chat, there was a PA or producer on the side by the hard cam going, you gotta rip this because you're not on USA. Right. They don't give you the allowance to run over.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fox,
okay.
You have to cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why his promo, because they was gonna give him 20-something odd minutes, they messed up in not doing their last commercial break earlier.
Right.
I know they did it as soon as he came out with the fucking $500.
You said it already. You said it already. But they should have did it earlier instead of then, because if you do, because when it's on the break now, he's told we can't do nothing for at least 2 minutes.
You're screaming. I want you to. I'm just as excited as you are.
I'm sorry.
You got to calm down a little bit.
We're invested. It's heel Rock, man.
Thank you. So, but I go to the triple. I'm bringing out, let's say, the Triple H part. Had they might have had a little more time, you might have gotten Hunter or Cody. You'd have gotten one of the two.
I wanted that because Triple H, I mean, this all stems from Heyman going to Triple H backstage last week and being like, we'll be back to finish this conversation next week. And it's like, without Triple H there, it's like, this is just a one-sided promo.
But again, it's TV time. So we know that. So unfortunately,
some matches should have got cut.
They should. Because the whole show was Elimination Chamber qualifiers.
Yeah.
You could have pushed them to Monday.
Yes. We got one more match on Monday. Who's in that match?
It's the Final Chance. Final chance.
I think it's the women's.
It's the women's
Royal
final shot.
Women's final chance.
Yeah.
Women's final chance.
But I think we still have one more.
No, for
all
men's
guys,
we're good. We're
the
stacked.
guys are locked.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
All the guys. It's the women's one more final chance.
Speaking of which, real quick, because I can't let this be glossed over. We're gonna get back to Cody and The Rock. Bobby Lashley versus Bronson. Yo, that was a collider match, bro. I love seeing heavyweights literally go head to head.
Yeah, it was.
Man, can you tell him to say what he should have said? What do you like to see? Say it. Go on and say it.
No bread, no water, just me.
Just me slapping at each other and just going head to head.
Big men slapping me. Big men slapping me. That's what you wanted.
Big men slapping me. That's what I got into this business for.
you know that's what he wanted. It was too good. No. Say what you wanted. Say what you wanted.
How did that not get flagged? It's crazy. Shout out to Big E and the New Day. So I love that match. And it was like, it could have gone either way. Even though I know that we want to always launch Bobby because he deserves it. And he's like built like this Greek gladiator. But Bronson, man, he's showing that he can be the guy.
I thought he was going home. It's Australia.
Yeah, me too. I thought Bronson was locked in.
I thought he was locked in because it's in Australia. I was like, look, Bobby Lashley puts him over. It's dope.
Yep.
And Bobby, because I was like, Bobby puts him over. It's dope. He needs to be in this star-studded field. in Australia,
Yeah.
it
But here's what I always like to look at. I'm not the guy that just wants to eat for the day. I want to eat for the month. So I'm thinking, what is the possible story going out of Elimination Chamber for Bobby Lashley? Where does he go besides feuding with the Final Testament?
U.S. title.
Do you really think that that's going to happen?
Probably not.
Exactly. It's going to be either Kevin Owens and LA Knight in a 3-way match against Logan Paul. I don't see it being
I'm looking past.
Yeah.
I'm looking past WrestleMania. Sorry, I'm not looking at WrestleMania. Is almost locked.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at Bobby Lashley going to Mania. I hate to say it that way. I'm looking at Bobby Lashley staying past Mania.
For the second year, he's not going to be at Mania,
He'll
right?
be-
Because last year he came out just to say like, "Oh, hey, I won," or was that
Well, his match was supposed to be with the late great Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, he was supposed to have Bray, and then Bray got sick,
Yeah.
and his match got pulled. It
Yeah,
wasn't, so it was
okay.
nothing due to him.
Right.
Yeah.
It was not his match got pulled because of Bray's illness.
Yeah. So it's like I don't see Lashley even going after the U.S. title unless he turns fully heel, which they wouldn't even boo him when he tried to turn heel a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So a face is going to have the U.S. title. So you can't have Bobby going against another face. So where does he go? Because
So
also
again,
face is going to win an Intercontinental
Okay,
title.
so it's that six. It's 2 nights of Mania. So since we're looking like that, it's 2
Mhm.
nights of Mania. It's gonna we haven't had the 6-man yet.
It's going to be a 6-man.
It's gonna be a 6-man at Mania. We haven't had it.
It's probably going to be a
Yeah.
triple threat 6-man because you got to look at Final Testament
Who's the other 3?
was AOP and Karrion Kross.
That's what I'm saying. No,
And then
Bobby and the
you-
Street Profits. Who's the other
Bobby
3?
and Street Profits. And then the third team will probably end up being LWO.
I gotta go.
I know, man.
I gotta
go.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
a good time.
I'm gonna
Nah.
see y'all later. You
Yeah,
know what?
nah.
It was always good
We
to see you.
appreciate you. You know?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, do you guys agree with the internet saying that Bobby Lashley speaks like he has water in his mouth?
Mini portable.
I said the internet saying this. I didn't say this. But when I read that, that was my reaction.
You're out of control. Water in his mouth. Listen,
Do you
Bobby
remember
Lashley.
that? Into peace.
These are the views of Mini Portable and the internet. And Jay Washington laughing at you. Not me at all, brother. I ain't say nothing about your eyebrows. He said something about your eyebrows. He had laughed. He said it in his jacket. Listen, guys, when we get into
I didn't make an impression.
Colorado, you guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't. You know what's funny? Lashley, and I didn't even realize he won his match at WrestleMania when he was the champion.
Yes, he did.
I was like, oh, I
He beat Drew
completely forgot.
McIntyre.
He beat Drew McIntyre,
Mhm.
bro. So, what's the direction for him? We already know the direction for Kevin Owens and LA Knight, which will end up being AJ Johnson.
Logan Paul.
Excuse me. It'll be who?
AJ Jamal.
AJ Jamal.
AJ
Damn.
Jamal. But it's like I'm looking at all the directions for everybody in the chamber.
Well, so the possibility. So this is what I'm hearing that may happen.
Yeah.
It may be the Paul brothers versus KO and Sammy.
I'd be okay with that. I don't really like
because it's
Jake, but
WrestleMania.
It's
WrestleMania.
fine.
I can see it. It's the Paul.
I'm not disagreeing that it's the Paul brothers, but I don't want to see KO and Sammy because they're already split brands and we don't need to see them tag again
That's his brother.
because they're both. Well, Kevin's getting some steam, but Sammy doesn't have the momentum that he had going
Last
into
year,
that's
yeah.
last
stories,
year's
but that's-
WrestleMania.
That's always been Sammy's
That's
story.
always been
yeah.
Sammy's story.
I mean, he's there in the bleachers by himself talking about how he needs to make him like his moment again. How last
That's-
year he
Keyword,
made his
his
moment, but now he needs to make his moment again.
That's
So,
always been Sammy's
his
story.
moment. If he does the story again, it's the exact same story as last year.
But
That's
that's
true, though.
all he's been doing. Again, before that with the bloodline, his moment was he ends up wrestling Johnny Knoxville.
That was a good match.
I mean, it was a
Yeah,
great match.
great
I'm not taking it away, but that was his moment.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now you possibly, because if they don't do it at Perth,
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight and AJ Styles goes to Mania.
Yes.
So if they don't do it at the Elimination Chamber, that goes to Mania.
AJ, this is my prediction for Elimination Chamber. Then we can get right back to Cody.
Yeah,
Rock.
go ahead.
AJ costs LA Knight at Chamber, just like LA Knight cost AJ.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out how.
I feel like he either beats him on his way to the ring or he does it like he gets inside the cell.
Yeah, something in the chamber. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
my only thing when it comes to the chamber. It's like when we think of outside interference.
Yeah.
It's harder for that than it is a cell
Right.
or the cage.
Yeah.
You're like somebody coming in is like you can't be under the ring in this case.
Yeah.
You know, because when you pop up under the ring and it's a steel grate right there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I feel you with that. That's the only way that sets up.
Mhm.
It's the only way. Yeah, LA Knight it ain't at the chamber, right? You're right, because LA Knight's in the chamber.
LA Knight's in the chamber.
He's in the chamber, so it is WrestleMania,
Mhm.
and then Logan Paul. It just only works right now for Logan Paul to bring his brother, and this way you can get him through WrestleMania without having to drop the title.
Right.
Then you can look on the other side because you got to hurry him do something because he got exposed on SmackDown. By the way, he got exposed.
Wait, who?
Logan Paul got exposed on SmackDown.
Jay has this
For what?
thing.
For what?
I'll tell you. Jay has so miraculously told everybody in the world Logan Paul is very meticulous and he remembers the way that a match is supposed to be choreographed. And if you deviate from any of the choreography, he gets lost. And that's what he's referring to happening.
Wait, so then what do you have to say for that spot with Rey Mysterio where
That's
he
a
was
slip up. That's a slip up. That's a different thing. I'm talking about like you put him on SmackDown. He doesn't have the time to prep like he does a premium live event match. When you look at the time he does between big shows, he does months worth of going
months,
over this. Months. He gets less than a week to go through this match with Miz. This isn't his same routine. That's what I'm saying. It's not exposed in a bad way.
I saw Miz say,
I don't think it's a
Yeah, you see, you kept telling Miz,
oh, the rope.
You see what I'm saying? Like you see Miz trying to walk him through it.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to train him to walk through this. I don't know if you know my background. I've been in the industry for 22 years. So knowing how to walk through it is like, all right, cool. But Logan doesn't get to walk through it.
Mhm.
You can just remind him this is the next spot. But saying, look, I'm gonna call it. Just go through
As
it.
a wrestler is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
22 years as a wrestler.
No,
yeah.
I get it. I get it.
All right.
I
Thank you,
get
CT. I
it.
appreciate
You know,
it. But you
just
knew.
want to make sure
Yeah.
everybody's
Simplifying it
Yeah.
for the co-host here,
Yeah,
you know.
I figured you.
It's
got it.
fine,
That's
it's
why I
fine.
didn't want to- that's why I didn't
So
want to-
book me, first of all, out of Men's Chamber. Give me 2 storylines that are moving forward out of Mini Portable.
From the men's chamber, all I see is LA Knight. There's gonna be some sort of like discrepancy between Logan Paul, LA Knight, and Kevin Owens,
Mhm.
maybe, and then that'll probably set up for either a triple threat or just Logan Paul versus LA Knight
Who
or whatever.
wins this match? Who
Oh,
wins
for
this
men's,
chamber?
Drew fucking McIntyre.
Exactly.
And sorry for
That's
the
the-
F
No,
bomb
I
again.
mean,
I'm sorry.
I'm with you, girl.
Drew
'cause-
McIntyre.
it's-
Drew freaking McIntyre,
Because
man.
at this
Because we
point,
pray
he's
for
the
this right here.
only heel big enough to do it that does not have a title. He's the
Mhm.
only one left. And it's like, I hate that he's the only one left because at the same time, he can't win that match at Mania because Priest has to get
No, he can win it.
booed.
He can win it.
He can win it.
He can win it because remember, Priest has heat with Drew McIntyre. He can. I'm telling
That's
you,
gonna get a cheer, bro.
it doesn't matter. I keep telling you and I gonna go back and forth. I
It
love you so
doesn't
much.
matter.
Thank you, because I
It doesn't matter.
I love you so much, so I go back and forth with this week. It doesn't matter because we already know what Priest's plan is. He's getting kicked out of Judgment Day eventually.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. So let him have because now he ends WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion. Guess what he gets to say on Monday?
What?
I am the leader of Judgment Day.
Ooh, that's a great
Yeah.
story. But I disagree with the title. I think we all know it's gonna be that title, but you get more juice out of this squeeze if Cody is able to pull this off. And Damian Priest cashes in on Cody.
Nope.
That's not gonna happen.
That's
But if it
nuclear
does,
heat.
then congratulations. But
Yeah.
that's not happening.
That is absolutely- yeah,
that is not happening.
You can dream.
If that happens, congratulate. That is
Yeah.
not you can dream, sir.
Mhm.
You can
You
dream.
can dream.
You can dream, but it's got Drew is the one because Drew will be because also we got to get no matter what the goal is to get Seth Rollins off TV
Yeah.
so he can
Yeah,
go get
because he's been
surgery.
hurt.
So
Yeah,
he can go
yeah.
get surgery. It don't you get Seth to no matter whether it was Gunther, Drew, any heel.
He was losing that title.
He
We
was
know
losing the title regardless.
Absolutely.
It was just how bad of a beating does he take in the process now? And so you get Drew to beat him. Drew, Seth puts up a fight.
Yeah.
He puts up a fight. Drew get this pop. He's got his WrestleMania moment.
Mhm.
And now his WrestleMania moment is taken away from him by the Judgment Day.
Yes. Now to resume Cody Rock. This has set Cody up to being the biggest successor and babyface
it
in the past decade.
Yep.
All of this is hard times. We had this conversation
have.
over a year ago where his entire year is hard times.
His stories is daddy's.
His stories is dad's. And I'm somebody that I'm so invested in Cody Rhodes. When he wins this title, I'm probably going to scream louder than I did when Dolph Ziggler won the World Heavyweight title and won the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam.
I would just like to say I am now of the mindset
Uh-huh.
that I am really about to believe
Uh-huh.
Cody Rhodes is walking out of WrestleMania with the title.
Give it to me.
Yes.
I was at first I was dead sure
Mhm.
he was eating his pin 2 years in a row.
Really?
Oh yeah, because I felt like because one of the things was they wanted Roman to chase Hogan's record,
Yeah.
but also his story is the chase, and Cody can't beat Roman while he has help. He can't beat Roman while he has the bloodline. But I'm talking about Jimmy and Solo. I'm not talking about The Rock.
No, I'm talking about a video that was posted in the group chat. I'm gonna tell her about. Stone Cold Steve Austin posted a video. I'm sure you've seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of his glass broken by what's the name of that group?
Disturbed.
Breaking the glass.
Yeah.
That's the greatest version of Stone Cold's music of all time, anyway. And he dropped his video, and everybody in the comments was like, "Wait a minute, is this going to WrestleMania? Why would you just post this? You don't post stuff like this." And we were all like, "What if Stone Cold came down, stunned the members of the bloodline, not Roman though, because Cody has to do this on his own. But he
Yeah.
takes out all outside interference. Cody hits the cutter, then Cody hits the crossroads. 1, 2, 3.
Well, when you say members of the bloodline, are you including Rock?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I feel like The Rock tries to hit a rock bottom on Cody. It's a non-DQ match where the ref is out. Stone Cold comes down, which is dream booking.
Yeah.
Well, booking in dreams. It's dream booking.
So Stody comes at Stone Cold. Sorry,
Yeah.
I said Stody. Stone Cold comes out in Cody's corner. That's what
but
you're trying to
not like before the match, but it's like the match is about to end. Stone Cold comes down like he did for The Rock in Backlash, 2002?
Ooh.
Crazy. So I'm feeling like anything could happen. And that's the problem. Anything can happen now.
Yeah.
And I think Triple H is telling you, Triple H has told you that too. He's
Yeah.
consistently kept saying, we going bigger. So, but I think I like your theory.
Thank you.
I want to hear your thoughts on it as well.
Yes.
I think Rock screws Roman. I think Rock screws Roman and says, no. Everything he kept saying, he made it seem like everything was directed to Cody.
Yeah.
You're the loser. You can't, talking to actual Roman, you can't win anything on your own. Roman has not won in 2 years on his own.
What if this was the conversation that
Cody had with The Rock?
Yeah.
That's the one and that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think that's the conversation Cody had with The Rock.
We're talking about deep cuts.
We deep cut, deep, long term.
Yeah.
Cody played a mind game on Roman that Roman never saw coming. And also, if you think about this, look at Roman's promo from SmackDown. Roman ain't never been this happy. Like, I got The Rock. He ain't never did that before.
The Rock, the newest member of
The bloodline. And The Rock was just like, yeah, but The Rock runs the bloodline. Because if also, we go back to the press conference. Y'all remember the family tree, right? Do you remember what was under Rock's name?
High
Chief.
High Chief.
High Chief.
That's over Tribal Chief.
Roman's name was just his name, Leti Joseph Anoa'i. That was it. There was nothing about Tribal Chief in that or anything. That's the conversation Cody had with him. Cody playing the game with him. Cody's like, I know I can't beat you like this. I'm gonna beat you from the inside.
I'm gonna make sure everything is taken away.
It's
gonna be one of those things where everybody's like, "Hey man, as long as he here, I'm not here."
And what did Cody say? I'm taking everything away from you. And how do I take everything away from you? With the real Tribal Chief.
And that's brilliant.
And the bloodline, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you take everything.
That's brilliant. I'll give it to you, brother.
Thank you.
You deserve this.
Thank you. You know what? I try my best. I want to just impress our guests.
I noticed. You know what else I need? I need you to move that laptop for me. You thought I was gonna forget about
I
it.
just thought you was gonna.
Nah. I never forget that.
There's a running thing every week. I just try to shut up to the producer. I got halfway through the episode.
I noticed. I just wanted you to know I wasn't gonna just like let it slide.
I thought
like,
you was. I was handling.
Show the shirt off. Which, by the way, this is D'Lo Brown shirt.
Yes.
So, shout out to Martin Morrow for cutting these clips. He drops an announcement that we made as a Before the Bill podcast that you can subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes.
And the first 20 people to sign up for the Patreon, you get a wrestling figurine gift from before the bell as a token of our appreciation.
We have 2 tiers as of right now.
Yep.
We have our $9.99 tier and our $19.99 tier. Go check out all the things that they include. We're possibly going to add another tier. We're waiting to figure out the details, how we want to iron all that out. Once we do, we'll let y'all know. But go to patreon.com/B, the number 4, The Bell Podcast. That is where you can find the Patreon, Before the Bell Podcast. And if you sign up on either one of our tiers right now, as a thank you gift, we already have 1 subscriber. We're going to make sure we get your information. We're going to send out a thank you gift, thank you wrestling figure for that. Pardon?
Yeah, so we got 19 more and many more giveaways, by the way, for free. Beyond that. So as the post comes up, there's a picture of the Nation of Domination with our 3 heads on them. Well,
Okay.
it was only 3 members of the board.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So you had myself over Farouk's body, as it should be. Then you had Jay Washington over D-Lo, and he got the shirt, killing it. And then he gave Martin the Rock. That's fine. You know, we love Martin. He's dressed in character as the Rock before. I'm a stall him,
okay,
you know?
Okay, I will see where you're going with this.
However, what I will say is, a comment came in and was like, hey, it should have been Jay as Mark Henry. Out of control.
That's right.
Then said, I should have been D-Lo.
Which I agree with.
Again, narcotic is what he was on. You see the work. My chest is a shelf, brother. He put the head on the right body. Farouk. Anyway, so the disrespect is crazy.
I'm just looking at my.
You think D'Lo had a shelf over Mark Henry, and you want?
I know.
D'Lo. I was trying to defend everybody.
I know you were.
He went against me just then. He was like, I agree. I was like, that's crazy.
You know, I apologize.
All I do is put people over, and they just try to tear me down.
I apologize for that. You know what? Listen, can we talk about the women,
please?
Let's talk about the women because we don't talk about them as much as they deserve to be talked about. Naomi had her first match back,
and won in style.
But you knew she would. The crazy part is I get it why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
She had to go against Alba Fire, which.
That's yeah.
Say it. Say it.
What is it? What a squash match? What predictable?
It was because even when it was Shotzi, it was predictable.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It's like, all right, cool. She's going in the chamber, fine. Which means there's gonna be something dope happen. Tiffany Stratton versus Zelina Vega, which was another predictable.
That's predictable.
Look, I understand that you have to play the game to get there.
Zelina deserves so much better.
Yeah, but what do you get besides a match with Elektra Lopez? Because that's where we're going, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're going. Yeah. It's just a match with her and Elektra Lopez. So it's like, I'm still of that mindset. I will die on this hill.
Mm-hmm.
I know Bubba Ray don't like it. Mark Henry I think Mark did. Bubba didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Zelina should have won at Backlash against Rhea. And I know it was because Rhea just won at Mania.
Uh-huh.
Zelina should have won it for 24 hours. If for nothing else, to give her moment. Because when are you going to have another chance to give her moment?
It didn't even, and we've had this conversation before, it didn't even need the title, in my opinion. It could have been a non-title match.
And let her win.
Yes. Because she's literally done everything the company's asked her to do. She's literally been delivering in every match that she's been in. She's played the background role in the LWO when she hasn't been given camera time or mic time. And Zelina Vega is one hell of an athlete. And the fact that she hasn't gotten her just due in the last 10 champions is crazy to me.
I just felt like, I agree. No title, perfect. Don't do a title match. I'll beat you straight up, Rhea. Cool. Oh, it's no title. Man, Rhea finna run through her. Zelina Vega gets this moment in Puerto Rico.
Wins.
Beautiful. When did she get in this moment?
Right.
The Mae Young Battle Royal?
She's gonna have her Kofi moment.
I hope so. Because I've been in her corner since she was with Andrade in the beginning anyway. But my thing is this. Looking at the women's chamber, it's stacked. And we still don't know who the 6th woman is.
Like I said, I think it's Shotzi, Zoe, and...
I think they pulled Jade, right? I don't think she's in there anymore.
No, I thought Shotzi was pulled.
Well, Shotzi, her knee got hurt.
Right. Shayna, Zoe, and whoever the third person is.
Well, Shayna lost
might
against
be Chelsea.
Oh, this is the last chance.
It's the last chance.
It's the last chance. But I heard that they pulled Jade Cargill because they didn't want her to lose her first,
of course,
that makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
but
I go for the tag titles.
I thought they were saving them for Nia.
Oh, if Nia gets into the chamber,
no, save it for Nia at Mania.
Oh, got you.
Jade versus Nia.
Yeah.
Then they should have had Jade in the Elimination Chamber. They had their moment at the Rumble, but are they just going to bring that back like after
probably so
Elimination
because
Chamber?
that's the only I would feel that way because
that's the only match Nia's gonna be able to have for
yeah, because we know Nia not winning it. We know Nia not beating Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
She beat Becky Lynch. They built her up so amazingly. I will give them credit.
This run, yeah.
But we know good and damn well she not beating no Rhea Ripley.
Hey, Nia Jax. Jay Washington doesn't believe in you.
No, don't you look at the camera. No, take the camera off him. Listen.
But guess what?
Don't you do this.
Nia Jax.
The camera's still on.
I believe in you. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
I believe in you too, Nia Jax.
The camera's on both of them. Okay. All right. That's going. I'm gonna get a message.
Jay doesn't support women, guys.
Whoa.
As we're talking about the women match.
Damn.
I'm the one that brought it up to go to the
win. So now looking at this match, like I said, I'm looking for long-term booking.
Because you know
where
why?
Do these women go after?
So this is why I bring that up, and I apologize. This is why I say Nia. SmackDown happened, and I'm gonna tell you what happened on SmackDown. Who was Nick Aldis trying to sign?
He's trying to sign Jade Cargill.
Who did he sign?
He signed Braun should be Steiner Breaker.
So what does that mean? Where else is Jade Cargill gonna go?
To Raw.
And where is she gonna pop up? Monday after the Chamber.
Oh, that would be so fire. Monday
after the Chamber, because Nia gets to say something. Now you can easily, because by that time, what's 24th is next week. So this upcoming Saturday is Mania. The Chamber.
That would have been the worst build up to WrestleMania ever.
But after the Chamber on Saturday,
right.
Monday they can get back. Now, boom, we're fully on the road to WrestleMania.
Fully.
Now, who's your opponent? The new assignee to Monday Night Raw, Jade Cargill.
But now let's talk about Braun Breaker. Where does Braun fit? Because he's already in a much higher echelon of story than Carmelo Hayes was when he came to SmackDown.
Is he?
Absolutely. Do you know what you can do with Braun?
More hype. I think more star power because it's easy. So with Carmelo Hayes, when Carmelo Hayes came, you're kind of like, all right, Carmelo Hayes, cool, but where's your placement? Braun Breaker, we know that he's replacing Brock Lesnar because there's no more Brock Lesnar. So he's going to be the new Brock Lesnar.
I love her.
Hey, I told you.
I love her.
I told you.
So I see Braun Breaker's trajectory going after Gunther. I see him going after the IC title.
But if that's the case, why have him on
SmackDown when
you have
Gunther is on Raw?
You have to have a cross promotion match. Every WrestleMania has one Raw versus SmackDown match.
Name the last three. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Because I'll tell you
what. This man needs fact
Jay be
checks,
talking out his ass a
you,
lot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Like you'll be like, hey, Jay, what's it like? Yeah, because you got to understand flowers are actually red. You'd be like, yes.
Bro,
but where are they? They're right here. You're like, I don't see any flowers. Okay, you're right.
First of all, I don't like the way you did that.
Just be talking sometimes.
No, they have at least one or two cross promotion matches. Okay, if they don't have a celebrity match,
I just want to hear.
Okay, give me.
Now you went to celebrity match.
Something can happen where they can do like cross matches, cross promotions because we're doing Elimination Chamber matches that don't really make sense. You know, you got like the SmackDown roster on Raw, you got Raw on SmackDown. Like it's kind of like you could do the same thing essentially.
I agree, but at the same time, I'm looking for direction. Braun Breaker, if it's just SmackDown affiliated, what happens for him next? Because him being introduced almost gives me the hint that is the bloodline crumbling, even though they look stronger than ever, to where they're getting rid of that story. Does he go after Solo? Is that his match at Mania?
I hope not. I don't want him
versus Braun Breaker.
No, I don't want that.
You know what? I will take it just so Solo can have a match.
Well, okay, so if we want Solo to have a match, then why don't we do Enforcer versus Enforcer? We can go ahead and bring in Jacob Fatu. He's a free agent right now.
Yes.
You can go ahead and bring him because he's actually a true enforcer of the bloodline because when you see him, you believe him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's one of them guys. Jacob Fatu is one of them guys.
I was about to say, he's pretty gangster, you know?
Yeah,
like, he's going to come in, he's gonna dog walk your ass.
But who's he the enforcer for?
I think so. If we want to still head to Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania, if we're doing like Bloodline, let's say towards WrestleMania, we're going to have the Bloodline go with Roman Reigns. Yeah. But Jay doesn't participate in that because Jay is sort of like, not anti-Bloodline right now, but he's not for the Bloodline. Yeah, he's like, I'm not messing with you guys. Right. So Jay can go ahead and have his own enforcer. Let's say that Jimmy and Roman is like, Jay, come back. Like, we need you. Like, it's the Bloodline versus Cody and whoever Cody, like, Cody's allies, we know that Seth Rollins is one.
Mm.
I mean, Stone Cold might be one,
I
like
would
at this
love
point,
that.
like there might be others, which means Jay could be one of them.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's probably, like, Roman is probably going to send Jimmy to attack Jay, but now Jay has his own enforcer, which could be Jacob.
I love that reveal, and if that does not happen, I think Jacob comes the night after WrestleMania. Yeah, but I'm with that storyline 1,000,000%. Enforcer versus Enforcer, or at least having someone in his corner for the match at WrestleMania, which is definitely, hopefully, for the Intercontinental title. But it's like, does Gunther lose that title at Elimination Chamber?
No.
Gunther's supposed to lose it tomorrow if he's gonna drop it. That's
right, which is what I didn't like. I'm like, why would they not have the card? Isn't that stacked?
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason this match is on Raw, and I don't know what it is yet.
Jimmy's gonna cost them on Raw.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I sent us in the message. I was like, I think Jimmy costs Jay no matter what.
Yeah,
which sets up their Mania match. But I think the only problem, going back to the Solo end, and some people ain't gonna want to hear this, and y'all gonna be mad when I say it. I don't want to see Solo versus Jacob because Solo gonna get embarrassed.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that on the internet for so long.
Some people don't understand that.
Say it.
Go ahead.
I posted this video on TikTok basically saying that if Jacob Fatu gets signed to the WWE, he's going to embarrass the entirety of the bloodline, and that includes Roman Reigns. No disrespect to Roman Reigns. I think he's amazing on the mic, on the ring. He paces himself, but he's fine. Like, he's good. He's one of the GOATs. But if you put him against Jacob Fatu, but I'm not talking about WWE restricted Jacob Fatu. I'm talking about MLW indie Jacob Fatu. Everybody's going to be like, damn, Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Solo, you guys aren't that great, actually. That's my opinion.
Acknowledge me.
Especially because the fact Jake Solo, I'm putting the contact.
I mean, you don't want to just wait till you do that to talk?
No,
that's
crazy. That's wild.
That's literally like, that's like picking your team. Like, let me take something else. Like, man, just get the food out first.
Solo is still young.
Yes.
And Solo does not have the match experience that Jacob Fatu has. And if you look at some of them MLW highlights, that boy go crazy.
He does.
And again, yes, the WWE restriction to pull back. But if it's a Mania, if it's a Backlash, if it's a Bash in Berlin,
I'm just glad that Solo's wearing socks and shoes now.
Oh yeah,
that was annoying me.
And because both of them can't. Here's the thing too: both of them can't be barefoot.
Oh, Jacob doesn't wear socks either.
Yeah,
both of them can't be barefooted.
But also, Solo needs to stop coming in with the hoodie. We know it's you. Why is he always coming with the hoodie?
You know what? We know it's you. I think one of the issues Solo has, and people have talked about this for a couple of years, it's Jacob can have this issue too. It's a Samoan thing. If you don't work out as hard as you need to, your genes will have you blow up. Remember when Jimmy and Jay put on some weight at a point, everybody was like...
Well, they came in, they were kind of chunky, and then they cut it up.
But then at one point they put it back on and them shirts came on.
Well, Jimmy's shirt came back on.
Yeah, Jimmy's shirt came back.
Jay kept his off.
Jay was like, no, I'm good. Solo got to that point a little bit for a while. Like, yo, I don't need to work out.
Yeah.
You know, they're holding me as this Umaga type. So because I'm going to be this Umaga type, I can be built like, bro, yeah, I get it. But you supposed to be this street champ. And I was like, I ain't seen that damn street. So you got to do something different. But when it comes to Jacob Fatu, bro, that's Samoan werewolf boy. That boy that boy is a beast.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if when it really comes down to it, come next year's Mania.
Yeah.
Also, we don't even know what next year's Mania is going to be at yet. That's going to say something too.
Isn't it Vegas or no?
I think it is Vegas.
They've announced it already?
Yeah.
Oh, bruh.
Las Vegas.
Is it? But it's been confirmed, right? I think it has. I don't know. I'm not so sure.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I say that because when we talk about the blood, everybody's coming that's still alive. Keish, Reno, all them. They bringing everybody in for that Rock and Roman thing. It's gonna be all of them. And then all of a sudden you were like, wait, Naomi in the bloodline? Yes,
she's better than
she's better than the bloodline. So, but when it comes back, going back to Jacob, I think I want to see him there. He deserves it. But if you put him against Solo, this is only a detriment to Solo.
Cody Rhodes at this press conference is being set up like a superstar that he is. Fast forward to Monday Night Raw. He gets into the conversation with Drew and he's talking to the people and you see this star. Now, I'm not a Fairweather fan. I've been a fan of Cody Rhodes right after Dashing, beginning of Stardust. Right when he and Goldust start
I don't
teaming.
know how you let him convince you to come on the show.
I've been a Stardust guy, man.
You
Stardust.
just want a 6
I was
people?
a Stardust guy.
Okay,
Come
well, that
on.
connects. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Never mind.
Well,
I'm done.
because you have to give Cody his credit.
I do.
He's gonna fully invest himself.
Yes, he did.
He went out there with no cheers, and he's like
He
doing
was
his
Mr.
start.
Sinister
Yes.
as Stardust.
That was
Yes.
incredible ring gear. So when you look at him as Stardust and you see he's still dressed in the suits in between those segments
Yeah.
to show I'm still the guy. And WWE didn't see him as the guy. So for him to overcome everything he's overcome and to get back in his company, go through the injury, come through, build to be the top babyface in his company. Because a couple of months ago, we named it off. We were like, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Sammy, Cody, and Seth. These are 5 going into Survivor Series. We're like, yo, I haven't seen this many baby faces get this many roars in a long time. Then Punk comes in at the end of Survivor Series. You got 6 super hot baby faces.
From Martin.
And then low after one after one, you see Sammy's momentum went down. You see Jay is probably the only one still next to Cody with it.
Yeah.
And Punk is out. So now we went from 6 to literally 3, counting LA Knight still.
That's
What am I looking at?
That's from Martin.
Whose body is that?
Hank
Hank
Hill.
Hill.
No, I mean, who is he referring to?
I have no idea.
This is
He just sent you some unsolicited ass.
yes. Hey, man, I don't know what kind of relationship y'all got, but that's
Yeah, that's
between y'all.
y'all.
Anyway, so it's like when you look at those baby faces, it's like now you see Cody as the true standout. R-Truth, that storyline, I feel like we already know it's gonna be Miz and R-Truth
Awesome
versus
Truth.
Judgment Day, but I feel like you still had more legs out of that Judgment Day story, and I feel like they cut it kind of
Which
too
one?
soon. The Judgment Day story of Punk being in Judgment Day.
Punk.
I mean, I'm sorry, man. I said 3
R-Truth?
sentences. R-Truth
being
being in
in-
Judgment Day.
We both was like,
That's
Punk?
fine. I meshed my words earlier too.
I'm sitting there like, man, why aren't they understanding me?
I think they should have just. I think they should have waited till again. I think anything they were going to pull a trigger on to set up Mania should have been waited till after Saturday. This upcoming Saturday.
Yeah.
We know. Yes, we know it's Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth. We know it. It's a given. You didn't have to have him on SmackDown take the seat and all of a sudden be like, come on, bro, you could have waited till Raw. Unless Raw is going to, but Raw's 3 hours. You can do everything.
Yeah.
Raw is so long, man.
Raw is long, but it's like that's why I feel like you're gonna get more development on Raw because they're like, hey, we're throwing stuff against the wall. Whereas on SmackDown, it's so concise. We're like, we only got 2 hours. We got to do this, that, this, and that. So a whole lot of matches are gonna be cut, which is my annoyance if I'm being honest with the lack of promos we're getting from the Street Profits or Bobby Lashley. It's the lack of what we're getting from Karrion Kross, even though they're doing the best they can with him. He's got a stable, man. Whenever you have a stable, you got to give it to him.
What promos are you expecting out of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits in regards to Karrion Kross and AOP?
Not in regards to them, in general.
Yeah, but
you got to set their matches up still, or we're just gonna see.
You know, Bobby
matches.
Lashley can't talk. Come on.
That is another thing.
Hold on a second.
That's what she ain't wrong.
You out of control.
No, she's not. Why do you think?
You out of control.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, Minnie, this is why I got you back. Why do you think Montel Vontavious Porter was his mouthpiece?
Well, MVP was just great. Why did they take him away from his? They could have brought him back. Omos need to come back soon.
He's already back. He's back.
What do you mean he's back? He's not back.
Exactly.
Yes, he is. He came back at the Rumble. He's been doing house shows.
Got
He's been doing house
okay.
shows.
I didn't know that.
He's been doing house shows. Okay, Omos is back.
I'm an Homo sapien, by the way. I'm not.
You probably
Homo
wanted it in
sapien?
12.
No, yeah. No
probably
hate
wanted
towards
12.
Omos.
Okay, y'all.
The disrespect is crazy.
13. This is what I deal with on a regular basis.
What disrespect? You,
Man,
give me a reason to why it should be a.
The one out of 12. What do you mean? There's a whole army of Homo sapiens.
That means all of y'all need to take medication because there's no reason you gonna convince.
Omos could be the guy. First of all,
The
shout out
what?
to- He could be the
The
guy.
He could be the
guy.
giant. He
Who
could
are
be the
you?
giant.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you take care.
I
man.
thank you. I
It's
tell
always
you.
good to see you.
You know, we will talk outside of this.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure working with you. I can't do this. Omos
Omos
is the
can
guy.
literally be better than Big Show was.
Facts.
Better than Big Show, and he has the potential to be mentioned with Kevin Nash, early Kevin Nash, Diesel.
Pre-quad Kevin Nash.
Oh yeah,
Early, yeah.
Early.
I'm glad you said that because I was
like pre-quad. Nash blew out his quad.
early.
Well, here's my issue. He does almost only work with MVP. I mean, I say that only with a mouthpiece. Because
You don't need him to talk, but he can talk. But you don't need him to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard again, watching Love in WWE. You're like, oh, bro, have regular good conversation.
yeah,
with
he has
people.
personality.
He got personality.
Yeah, he's charismatic.
Get the red pants.
Yeah, he's funny.
Get the red pants. You have to choose.
You have to treat yourself. You know, it's about style and
It's about
fashion.
style and fashion. Come on, Dawkins.
I just want to hear almost go, hey, give me tea, Farouk. Like, I just what?
Hey, give me tea, Farouk here. Almost a giant with Montel and TVS Porter. He's former U.S. champion.
Is that R2D2?
No, this
No,
would be
that's Kermit the
Kermit
Frog.
the Frog.
In his-
as almost the Nigerian giant.
I want to see Omos have a great match and actually win. I'm tired of them making him the person to overcome, and everybody overcomes him.
His matches are not bad.
They're not.
They're not. I'm not. Okay, his match with Lesnar. His whole match with Lesnar gave him a lot.
Yeah.
The whole point was for Lesnar to finally F5 him. We knew that was going what it was.
Yeah.
His match with Braun was incredible, and he should have went over.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like who? So when you put him over, right? It's kind of hard because it's like on paper, you just look, you're like, oh, he should beat the dog piss out of all them. But then it's a different story.
Bring Omos into, first of all, also give Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits an actual name. Stop calling them Bobby Lashley and the Street
And
Profits.
B-Fat, by the way,
They're called the Pride.
they call
They're
it what?
called the who?
The Pride. Did you guys not know this?
No.
The Pride.
If Michael Cole ain't referring to these people as the name,
They ain't got a name to me.
I remember when Xavier Woods run King of the Ring. Xavier was like, "Call me King Woods,"
Yeah.
and Michael Cole was like, "Everybody, King Xavier." Is like he said,
Call me King Woods.
King Woods.
Come on.
So if you're saying that they're called the Pride,
Yeah.
cool. But I want to see.
No one really likes it.
Give me Omos
Them-
in the group,
The only way to listen.
and
I don't know.
B-Fab just got a follow from your boy.
Yeah, shouts out to B-Fab.
B-Fab.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you how I became a supporter of B-Fab.
Okay.
From the homie AJ Francis.
Okay.
Dollar puts her over so hard. Like I was like, all right, bro, you believe in her. You believe like he's never spoken a bad word about her, nor Tahuti, none of them.
He
She
doesn't
didn't have
speak
a
bad
match.
about
Anybody in general. Yeah, he don't speak bad about
She
nobody.
hasn't
Good
even
guy.
had a match or a moment. This is the most traction that they've been able to give her.
They've been trying to find something to give her though.
It's easy. You mean to tell me you throwing all of these women wrestlers against the wall to see who sticks, and you don't give her at
Yeah,
least a match?
I agree.
I've seen worse in the ring over the past 6 months.
I also want to say, if you call them the pride, listen, I don't know how far your wrestling knowledge goes back, and I don't know how far you gonna go back with me. The pride for me only works if one person is involved. He's the alpha male, Monty Brown. Give me Monty Brown from TNA back in the day. Feel the pounds. Period.
It's not gonna happen.
And man, listen. Okay.
Whew.
That was a throwback. Okay. All right. You know what? Sometimes
Also, why did they bring in the guy
They don't all
with Karrion
land.
Cross, the manager dude? What's his
Paul
name?
Ellering.
Paul Ellering hasn't spoken.
He
but
never
one
does.
word.
He never does really.
What is his place?
Just
To-
his face.
Face and the man. It's the only. You can agree with me with this one. Hopefully, it's the only way AOP works. The only way AOP works is with Paul Ellering.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Think
Well, just because his face looks like so menacing,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
when they come out, you focus on him more than
You
AOP.
do AOP.
Yeah.
Because when they was in NXT, it was just like, man, they got the legendary Paul Ellering who had the Road Warriors. And you're like, oh my God. Then they got to Raw. It was like, they got Paul Ellering. Oh, Ellering leaving. Oh, no.
AOP both separately look like if you just put them together, it would be an incredible wrestler. But separately, you're like, one is too short. The other one is tall enough, got the size, but doesn't have any personality.
Neither one do.
Man.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Triple H is high on them.
Yeah.
That's the reason they're back. I know that. I just can't see. Yes, they're monsters. They're menacing. But personality's got to come out,
It's
right?
got to come out.
And I just am not, even when they tried to remember when they was trying to cut them promos back in the day when they were just sitting in the chair with suits, just.
That was bad.
You're like, what is happening? What are they doing? I'm not an AOP fan. And then look, Karrion Kross, I can care less at this point about him.
Give me bald Karrion Kross. I need him back.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, she
You
got a
know what?
point.
She
She got a point.
You're not wrong. I had to really think about that for a second.
She's
I'm
not
like,
wrong.
because him with hair looks kind of weird.
You look like a regular dude off the street.
Yeah, he looks like a bartender at a surf bar.
Yes, he does. He look like a
does.
bartender just got off work, and his girl works with him.
What are you having? That's how his face is.
She's a cocktail
She's the
waitress.
cocktail waitress. Scarlett works with him,
And she wrestles.
but she barely wrestles.
Yeah,
That's my point. It's like, how do you have all these amazing? This is what I mean. If I had to take apart one thing from what Triple H is doing, Triple H is amazing at seeing talent. He's amazing at creative. But when you have all of these truly talented and proven women who can wrestle, but you're just giving it to all the rookies to wrestle, and they're still quirky and clunky in the ring compared to fluid, is making me like, yo, they're right there.
Yeah, like Maxine.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Maxine is a little. She's about 3 steps behind.
Ava Marie.
You out of control.
You out of control.
You out of control.
Eva Marie.
Wow.
I'm not wrong.
She's coming back. I don't know. She's coming back. But
No, she's not.
Don't do this.
no, I'm talking
I know,
about you.
Don't curse like that. Come
as
on,
a
man.
person.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because I thought you were saying Ava Marie. I was like, why would you say
No.
that? You know, your voice got to get high.
Portable. Yeah, man. So now this Saturday, well, technically it's Sunday because it comes on at 2 a.m. for us, Elimination Chamber.
God, I know they wanted to be in that stadium in Perth so bad, and I'm fine with it, but Jesus Christ, you're not at Wrestle Kingdom. That's why they only do it. They're like, all right, we getting this out the way, right? Because we know our fan base ain't going to be up this time in the morning.
I'm gonna be up because I do sidecast, so I gotta be up.
Yeah, you be up anyway, yeah.
I think I'm going to take a nap and stay up and watch it because I don't want to wait because the next day we're going to be recording. So it's like, I don't want to wait until the next morning and then watch it. I want to catch it live.
What if, okay, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Let's just keep it real.
Mhm.
This is a 3-hour pay-per-view, 3-hour premium live event.
Yep.
You gonna go? You see how sad your face just looked while you were holding in a burp? That's why how sad you look trying to do both. That's how you gonna feel trying to watch that whole thing to 5 in the morning.
I'm going to watch it, man. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to stay up and I'm going to watch it because WWE, to me, over the past year and a half, has been knocking it out the park, bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
Storyline wise and just keeping your interest. And since Survivor Series, they've been white hot.
I'm not saying they haven't been, sir. I'm not gonna deny that at all. Not gonna give them any bad press on that. I'm just saying, you pay the pay-per-view that comes on at 2 in the morning Pacific time
Yeah.
on a Saturday.
And they said it as if we wasn't going to notice at 2 a.m. Michael Cole's like, yeah, we're going to be in Perth. He said it that was going to be. Like, so anyway, guys, continue watching. Like,
He just rubbing over there like,
2 a.m., bro? And that's 2 a.m. for us in Cali.
and
Yeah,
on
5
New York,
a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah,
That's wild.
That is.
I'd rather have 5 a.m.
Nah, I'm not going to stay up at 5
No,
a.m.
you
to
get
start.
up at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
There's a difference getting up at 5 a.m. to staying. If you stay up at 5 a.m., you're doing cocaine all night.
That's
That's
that
the
narcotic.
only way. That's that narcotic.
staying up at 5 is different than waking up at 5.
Yeah.
Because I usually wake up like around 6 anyway. So for me, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll wake up an hour
you
before.
over here, got your life together. In the meantime,
You got
it is
your-
time to get out of here.
You got your life
You got
together.
your life together. You over here. You're doing your thing, is what we're saying.
Let's get the final predictions before we go into elimination.
Let's start with our guests.
your predictions for the men's chamber. Who comes out of that? Any surprises?
Drew McIntyre, surprises. Maybe Jake Paul interferes for something. I don't know. I don't really have any surprises for that. Women's, Becky Lynch.
Women's, of course, Becky Lynch. I can't see nobody else winning that elimination chamber. Becky Lynch. Men's, I hate to say it, DM Hunk.
I feel like all of us are saying the exact same thing, with the caveat of me adding this. For women's, I think it's going to end up being Bianca versus Naomi at Mania.
I can see that.
Yeah, and I think Becky wins it, but I would love to see Bianca versus Rhea at WrestleMania. So even a triple threat is what I would love to see.
We wanted that, like
Everybody thought
we
this
wanted
was
that last year. Like,
everybody thought this was what we were getting. It was like, so we
Yeah.
get, we get, because they screwed it last year. It was like, Rhea was like, I choose you, Charlotte. We're like, whoa, time out.
Yeah, we're like,
Time out.
no.
Run that. No. You said the wrong name.
Yeah,
No, that's not the name.
yeah.
They was like, granted, the match was amazing.
It was great.
But it's like,
Yeah.
no, Bianca.
For the men's, I know Drew's gonna win it, but I would love LA Knight to win that match, bro.
When I tell you that would be the biggest swerve on everybody
it'd
if
be the
LA Knight
greatest.
won the elimination champ.
Yes.
Because I think everybody would be sitting around their TV and computers and be like,
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
wait, what?
What
Like-
everybody's saying.
L.A. Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might happen, man.
I would love
Damian
it.
Priest won Money in the Bank when everybody thought LA Knight was going to get it.
you
That-
would never lie.
You ain't never
Because to
lied.
hear Damian Priest, you're like, wait, yo. Okay.
Jay Washington, what do you have coming up that you want to tell the people?
Man, March, yeah, whatever month it is. March 9th, 9:45 p.m. at the Hollywood Laugh Factory. I'm doing another Jay Washington Friends. They asked me to do
At
it.
the Laugh Factory.
No, I mean at the Hollywood Improv.
I was like, wow.
Yo, Laugh Factory ain't hit me up in God knows how long. So,
Okay.
you know,
that's why I was shocked. I was like, oh, you're doing it there.
How you think I feel?
So at the Improv, you'll be
Yeah,
doing
you-
Jay
we-
Washington and Friends.
Yeah, man. And May 11th.
Wait.
The-
No.
Huh?
Minnie, please join me in giving Jay Washington a round of applause for making the Netflix is a Joke festival this year in May. He will be
Yay.
throughout it, headlining his own joints.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
thank you.
Congratulations. We're
So-
very happy for
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. It's been surreal. Please don't get me been emotional about it all week since they officially announced it.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things you find out months in advance. You're like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you say so, sure. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Get the deal memo. Okay, you say so. I don't believe you. Yeah, get the offer. Okay, whatever. Then it hit the website. Hit the website. I was like, it's real. So May 11th at the West Side Comedy Theater, 7 p.m. on Saturday, I will be headlining my night of the Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival. That will not be happening. Stop pointing at that. The Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival. So you can get your tickets. My link was all on my Instagram, Mr. J Washington, in my link tree in my bio. So get all that. I'm out.
Nice. Minnie Portable, what do you have coming up? What do you want to tell the people? How do they find you?
I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday on my Twitch and YouTube, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. I do all major pro wrestling shows, WWE, AEW, TNA, and I'm gonna be live for 12 hours. SmackDown, New Japan pay-per-view, and then Elimination Chamber.
Woo!
Yeet.
You got you a full night.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can't do this without you. Before the bell is always a pleasure to do. Please continue to comment, leave your comments under the video after the live goes off, and subscribe to the Patreon. The first 20 people get a very special gift from us to show us our appreciation. So thank you. Before the bell, we are out.
Bye.
Bye.